I have made a lot of mistakes since ditching the 9 to 5 and hopping across to Southeast Asia. Some are tiny and harmless. Others have made me question my ability to function as an adult. Today, we're going to walk through my top 6, my biggest regrets from packing the wrong gear or flying through monsoon storms to my number 1 biggest regret. All in hopes that you will learn from my mistakes and get to retire regret-free. If you're planning your own retirement escape, this is the list you want. I'm Joe, and this is Away with Joe. This channel is all about helping financially secure adults make the transition to a safe, affordable, and amazing retirement abroad. I retired at 50 to travel full-time across Southeast Asia. And now I try to make sense of how retirement turned into a monthly cycle of packing, hauling, unpacking, and repacking my entire life like a confused nomadic raccoon. If you enjoy travel, retirement abroad, or watching one man learn lessons the hard way, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about my biggest regrets. Not the dramatic kind. Nobody gets imprisoned in a foreign country. Nobody trades their passport for magic beans. These are the everyday regrets that sneak up on you when you move overseas and live out of a suitcase. Okay, let's jump in. Number 1. Let us begin with the small regrets, the kind that sit quietly in your luggage, take up space, and offer nothing in return except shame. When I left the States, I packed way too many things I never touch anymore. I have dress shoes for fancy dinners when the fanciest restaurants here allow flip-flops. I have specialized gear that is so special, I never need it. And cables that charge devices I don't have, shirts that looked great on me when I had an office job but never get worn anymore, and everyday carry gear that, well, I don't ever carry. It seems like every other month I'm filling another donation bag with clothes and things that I am finally ready to admit I'll never use. And yeah, this seems like no big deal until you're hauling your luggage up 3 flights of stairs in Puerto Princesa after a 12-hour travel day, or schlepping all of this along a narrow, muddy path in central Thailand. Then, reducing weight and eliminating unnecessary items becomes mission critical. What's something you've packed for a trip and never used? Let me know in the comments on this video. Number 2. And then we get to the drone. Ah, yes, the drone. I bought it just before leaving home because I imagined sweeping aerial shots of beaches and jungles. Guess what? I rarely bring the drone to the beach. It's a pain to fly with every month. It's kind of bulky and fragile, and I still haven't taken the time to really learn how to fly it. After a while, I've started to question why I'm hauling a small aircraft through immigration. My mirrorless camera lives in the same category. It takes incredible photos, but I don't bring it on dive days. I don't bring it on boat days, or pool days, or bar hopping days, or even those days where I leave the room mostly just to look for snacks. It eats up space in my luggage like a very fancy paperweight. Before we hit the next regret, quick thank you to our channel sponsor, McCoy's Smokehouse and Saloon in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you are anywhere near Charlotte, stop in for their pulled pork, homemade mac and cheese, fried squash, and the best smoked wings known to mankind. I miss those wings so much. Sometimes I consider flying back just to get a dozen. Next time you're there, tell them Away with Joe sent you. Okay, on with the list. Number 3. I love traveling in rainy season because everything is cheaper. But when it came time for our epic scuba tour through Palawan with stops in Puerto Princesa, El Nido, and Coron, I probably should have planned a little better. We went right in the middle of the worst rainy season in decades. It was still incredible, but we were soaked almost the entire time. I think I grew gills at one point. We still dove, and the dives were breathtaking. We even completed our wreck diving course in Coron, but we never got those warm afternoons on the beach or the relaxing evening stroll from shop to shop before a late dinner overlooking the water. Next time, I'll check the weather well in advance and keep updated as we travel. Number 4. Next up is Vietnam. It was our first trip to Vietnam, and we decided to spend a month in Da Nang. So we only stayed 30 days when we could have stayed 3 months. Vietnam's tourist visa is valid for 90 days, and you can even get a multi-entry option as well. Da Nang was amazing, even during rainy season, and I can't wait to go back. We should have stayed the entire 90 days, eaten 60 more days worth of banh mi sandwiches, drank another 60 gallons of cafe soirée, and shot more footage of scooters with unreasonably oversized loads. What is something you regret about your last trip? Tell me about it in the comments on this video. Number 5. This is a pretty big regret. I should have started this channel before I left home. I should have been filming the moment I started planning my retirement, but I kept telling myself nobody would want to see it. I had every excuse in the book. I need more practice, I need better gear, I need to learn how to edit. Now, I'm learning and improving as I go. I should have done that sooner. Looking back, it would have been great content, and it probably would have sparked a lot of conversations. Speaking of sparking conversations, today's episode is brought to you by Arm & Hammer Baking Soda. Yeah, the company that's been around since Methuselah was knee-high to a grasshopper. And coincidentally, that's right about the same time that people stopped baking at home. So naturally, Arm & Hammer launched the bold campaign to convince us that their product's true purpose was anything but baking. When kitty litter needed freshening, Arm & Hammer stepped in. When laundry wasn't crisp enough, Arm & Hammer volunteered. When countertops looked at them funny, Arm & Hammer bravely suggested becoming a cleaning agent. And when all that still didn't move enough units, they pioneered the revolutionary idea of buying a box just to open it, stick it in your refrigerator, and then throw it out later without using it at all. But evidently, even that isn't enough. Introducing Arm & Hammer Baking Soda's new casket conditioner, helping your family ensure that when Uncle Ernie kicks the bucket, the only thing that lingers is the inheritance dispute. Wow, that's kind of morbid, but I guess a fresh-smelling casket beats the alternative. Anywho, on to the biggest mistake I've made in retirement, and one I am willing to bet you are likely to make as well if you're not careful. All right, number 6. Now we are at the big one, my greatest regret. I waited too long to pull the trigger. I could have retired earlier. I could have been out here exploring, living, and enjoying this new chapter sooner. I'm not old, but every year carries a cost. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I don't bounce back from injuries the way I did even 5 years ago. I should have stepped into this life earlier. I'm grateful for what I have now, but I wish I had trusted myself sooner. So do not wait for perfect timing. It does not exist. Pull the trigger now. And I guess that's my best advice for you. Don't get stuck planning forever. Instead, keep your plan simple and adapt along the way. But most of all, make the leap early. Because if you wait for perfect, you'll wait too long. If this episode has helped you or made you feel better about your own mistakes, hit the like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss future travel and retirement episodes. A final shout out to our sponsors, McCoy Smokehouse and Saloon in Charlotte, North Carolina, and our newest sponsor, Arm & Hammer Baking Soda's Casket Conditioner, with a final reminder that freshness is the one thing you can take with you. I'll leave you with a quote from one of our most esteemed modern philosophers.
SpongeBob, sometimes we have to go deep inside ourselves to solve our problems.
Which is sort of what retirement abroad feels like, except with better food and fewer talking starfish. And with that, I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed the video you just watched, check this one out, because I think you'll love it too.